You know what they say about karma? It doesn't mess around. One minute you think you've gotten away with something sneaky, and the next, bam, the universe decides to even the score. And there's nothing more satisfying than watching a pickpocket get a taste of their own medicine. Here are times pickpocket gets instant karma. On camera. In this video, you'll see a pickpocket in action, using her own bag as a sneaky cover, while she goes for valuables in other people's bags. It's a clever trick, and she works it smoothly in crowded spots where distractions are everywhere. Watching how they operate might make you think twice about your bag's safety next time you're out and about.
Pickpockets, be careful! Be careful of pickpockets!
Returned. The thief swiped the guy's wallet but noticed CCTV cameras watching. To cover his tracks, he acted like a hero, pretending the wallet was just dropped on the floor. He returned it, playing it cool like he found it by chance. Smart move, but super sneaky. It's wild how quickly they can switch from thief to good Samaritan when they think someone's watching. Just shows how sharp these people can be under pressure. Unsuspecting victim. While riding the metro in Rome, a group of women caught a tourist's attention. They moved separately, each taking on different tasks, scanning the crowd, distracting people, and blending in. They didn't talk to each other, which seemed odd. Something felt off, and the tourists quickly realized they were pickpockets. Caught in the act. In East Ham, East London, an elderly man stood his ground against two suspected pickpockets. CCTV footage shows him at a bus stop with his back turned to two men. One of them stepped in front of him as a distraction, while the other moved closer, with his hand hovering near the pensioner's coat pocket. The older man noticed what was happening and bravely fought them off before they could pull anything off. Fancy thief. A street thief in Birmingham was caught on CCTV using bizarre dance moves to distract his victims and steal their Rolex watches. He approached a couple, struck up some banter, and started dancing, even grinding against the woman before slipping her $9,000 watch off her wrist. He tried the same trick on her partner, but failed when the watch snagged on a shirt cuff. Later, he targeted another woman, twisting her arm to steal her $4,700 Rolex before running off. Fight. While filming, a tourist captured an argument breaking out and later realized a pickpocket was involved. Initially unsure what happened, the footage revealed the thief had stolen a man's wallet, but secretly returned it off camera. The man seemed happy to get it back and left without saying much. At first, it looked like he'd just found it in his bag, but it turned out he'd been targeted and robbed.
Here.
I got some video of the guy if you
But
want.
there's no police around here.
Which is true.
Sly pickpocketer. While filming the area, a guy noticed a woman acting suspiciously and realized she might be a pickpocket. Without hesitation, he called her out loudly, warning everyone around.
Pickpockets! Pickpockets! Be careful! These two! These two!
The attention clearly made her uncomfortable, and she quickly bolted from the scene before she could attempt anything. No one's safe. At Miami International Airport, TSA agents were caught on camera rummaging through passengers' luggage at a security checkpoint. Instead of doing their job, they were allegedly helping themselves to items inside. Two agents are now facing charges of grand theft in the third degree after being caught red-handed. It's shocking to think the people meant to keep passengers safe were actually taking advantage of the situation to steal from unsuspecting travelers. In Paris. This guy casually walked in, took off his coat, and then strolled out with someone's purse without anyone noticing. He was so smooth about it that even though it was caught on camera, it's hard to catch what he actually did. It's crazy how stealthy some thieves can be. You'd really have to be paying close attention to realize what happened, and even then, it's easy to miss his slick move. Not one, but two. Two pickpockets targeted a Chinese visitor at the Sherlock Holmes Museum in London on July 6, 2012. Even though CCTV captured the whole thing, it's super hard to tell how the thieves managed to steal the wallets from the guy's backpack. They were so slick, you barely noticed the move. It's a perfect example of how fast and smooth pickpockets can work, even when they're being filmed. Sneaky woman. This woman was already acting a bit shady, strolling around the store in sunglasses, looking like she didn't belong. Then she spotted a bag left on a chair and swooped in when no one was paying attention. In one smooth move, she grabbed it and just walked out of the store like nothing happened. It was so calm and casual that no one even realized until it was too late. Taco Bell theft. Surveillance footage caught a Grubhub delivery guy swiping a woman's wallet off a table at a Taco Bell in East Hartford. He was so quick and smooth about it, almost like he thought it was his own stuff. Not very smooth. Totka Dimitrova and Sofia Ivanova went on a pickpocketing spree in London, targeting 4 people in just 10 minutes. They tried to hide their moves by tucking their hands under t-shirts and bags, but plainclothes police officers spotted them in Covent Garden. The British Transport Police kept an eye on them and caught them in the act. They ended up getting 18-week prison sentences for 7 counts of attempted theft. They weren't as smooth as they thought. Brazen thief. On December 2nd, security cameras caught a thief at a discount store in Burpham, Guildford, targeting an elderly woman. While she leaned forward to grab something off the shelf, he smoothly reached around her and dipped his hand into her front pocket. It was a quick and expert move, so she didn't even notice. The whole thing was caught on camera, showing just how sneaky some pickpockets can be in crowded stores. Caught stealing. Last week, Nina Spencer and her friend Toy were walking through Cambridge Circus, filming a video with a selfie stick on their way to the Palace Theatre. After crossing the road, Toy checked her Louis Vuitton bag and realized her designer purse, with $400 in cash and credit cards, was gone. Devastated, they watched their video and were shocked to see a young woman casually slip her hand into the bag and take the purse while they were distracted. Unsuspecting pedestrian. A well-dressed guy was walking through central London in broad daylight when a thief pulled up next to him and snatched his phone. Officers visited local shops and cafes, speaking with people to tackle what's becoming a big problem. Between December 2016 and February 2017, over 100 phone thefts were reported, totaling more than $50,000 in losses. It's clear that phone snatching is becoming a real issue in the area, with thieves getting more brazen. Dramatic arrest. 3 plainclothes officers spotted a thief stealing from holidaymakers at Playa de Palma Beach. As the uniformed officers arrived to cuff him, the undercover team returned with a rucksack full of stolen phones, speakers, and other valuables. In total, they recovered around $3,000 worth of cash and items. The thief was caught in the act, and thanks to the officers' quick work, they managed to get the stolen goods back to the rightful owners. Luggage thief. Michael Jorg, a 39-year-old German, was caught on CCTV at Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, stealing a British woman's black suitcase. He casually lifted it onto his trolley and wheeled it away. When the woman noticed her case was gone, airport staff checked the footage and identified Jorg. He took a taxi out of the airport, but after a warrant was issued, he was caught trying to leave Thailand through a border checkpoint in Trap. Multiple thieves. CCTV footage shows 2 women seemingly stealing from an elderly man while he's shopping. It's shocking how some people target vulnerable individuals like that. The woman clearly took advantage of the man while he was distracted, and it's hard to imagine how low someone has to go to steal from an elderly person. Watching this unfold really highlights the need to stay alert and protect those who might be more easily taken advantage of. Distraction. Police released CCTV footage showing a young boy being used to steal a mobile phone at a candle shop. It's surprising to see a kid involved in something like this. He wasn't alone though. There was an adult man with him who was also stealing from the store. The pair worked together, with the boy distracting staff while the man swiped the phone. It's a pretty sneaky and unexpected way to pull off a theft. Purse snatchers. On January 16, 2016, around 10:50 a.m., police responded to a fast food restaurant on East Sahara Avenue for an attempted purse snatch. The suspect tried to steal a woman's purse, but she quickly tackled him and kept hold of her purse with some help from a nearby person. The thief fled the scene before the cops arrived, but thanks to the quick action of the victim and a good Samaritan, the purse was safely returned. Polish tourist versus 4 pickpockets. Most pickpockets get away with their crimes, but not these ones. A Polish tourist realized he was being targeted by 4 pickpockets at once, so he decided to take them on. Even with all 4 trying to steal from him, he managed to fight back and keep his stuff. He was still holding his ground, outsmarting them as they tried to get away with his valuables. Let's just say he turned tables on a group of thieves. Daring acts of theft. At a city club on Kimathi Street, a man named Riva was having drinks with colleagues when he became the target of thieves. He left his laptop bag, full of personal items, on his chair. While he stepped away to take a call, a woman in a spotted dress sat nearby. A man in blue then approached, grabbed the laptop, and left. The woman and man in blue quickly left together, while a third man in dreads exited with a coffee cup. The trio managed to steal the laptop without raising any suspicion, and police are now looking for them. Thief on the loose. A woman in her 60s had her purse stolen while walking through Nottingham city centre. She was strolling along Bridlesmith Walk when a thief came up behind her and snatched the purse right out of her shopping bag. The whole thing happened quickly, and by the time she realized what had happened, the thief was already gone. It's a reminder to stay alert in busy areas because pickpockets can be sneaky and swift. London moped thieves. 2 moped thieves, Randy Kavungu, 21, and Darius James, 22, were jailed after stealing 72 phones in just 6 weeks. They targeted rush hour commuters between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. in May and June 2021. The pair, riding together on the same moped, would pick out a victim standing alone or in an open space. They'd speed up from behind and grab the phone, leaving the victim in shock. Some victims were hurt during the thefts, with one getting coffee thrown in their face, another suffering a broken finger, and a witness being threatened with a hammer. The duo caused chaos, but were eventually caught. Notorious thief. A man in Nairobi is on the run after being caught multiple times on CCTV stealing phones from distracted shop attendants. In the most recent incident, which happened last week, he distracted a cyber cafe attendant by asking for a big document to be photocopied. The man, wearing a blue checked shirt and gray trousers, spent several minutes waiting and trying to grab a phone from the counter. After some failed attempts, he used the documents as cover and quickly swiped the phone. He then pretended to leave, telling the attendant he'd be back for his photocopies, while quietly pocketing the stolen phone. Milan Station. At the Milan station, a guy caught 2 girls pickpocketing and decided to call them out. He loudly shouted that they were pickpockets, making sure everyone nearby knew what was going on. As soon as the girls realized they'd been exposed, they pulled their hoods up and took off running.
Hey, pickpockets. Got the police? What police? Hey.
Cell phone thief. A video showing a man stealing a driver's phone through his car window has gone viral. The incident took place on October 16, 2019 in Cape Town, where the driver was stopped at an intersection on Holt and Voortrekker roads. While his window was down, a man casually swiped the phone. Although the victim hasn't formally reported the theft to the police yet, they've been encouraged to do so. Fill the boot thief. Surveillance footage from a Chevron station shows a man brazenly stealing a firefighter's boot off the counter. The gas station was partnering with the local volunteer fire department for a Fill the Boot fundraiser, where people donate money to support the department. As the video shows, the thief walks up and casually snatches the boot, which was likely meant for collecting donations. Children's bike. Surveillance footage from a Northside home shows 3 boys walking into a family's backyard and stealing 2 BMX bikes. The parents didn't realize anything was missing at first. It wasn't until the next day, when one of their kids went to grab his bike, that they discovered the bikes were gone. After checking the security footage, they saw the thieves casually riding off with the bikes, disappearing quickly into the night. The family, especially the father of 7, was frustrated and confused about why someone would steal bikes meant for their kids to enjoy. Smart tactics. The Idaho Falls Police Department reported a scheme where thieves distract shoppers, then steal wallets from purses left in unattended carts. The thief usually starts a conversation or asks a question to distract the victim, while their accomplice grabs the wallet. At Fred Meyer on Northgate Mile, a man asked a woman for help in the children's clothing section. As she helped, the second man tried to take her purse. She yelled, but he still managed to grab her wallet. The pair fled the store, with the woman chasing them, but they escaped in a vehicle before police arrived. Security footage has helped link these thefts. Mother and daughter. Merrimack police say a woman's wallet was stolen right in front of her at the Nike outlet store just before she left for vacation. Surveillance footage shows 2 women, possibly a mother and daughter, noticing the wallet left on the counter. The younger woman points to it, and as the victim checks out, the older woman quickly grabs the wallet and hides it behind her shopping bag to conceal it from the cameras. The wallet contained the victim's passport, ID, and thousands of dollars in cash. It's a heartbreaking situation, especially just before her trip. Police are still looking for the suspects involved. Cruel woman. Surveillance footage from an Aldi in Cooper City shows an elderly woman shopping, with her purse sitting right next to her in the cart. A thief spots the opportunity, reaches into her purse, grabs her wallet, and quickly runs out of the store. The whole thing happened so fast that the woman didn't even realize what happened until later. It's another example of someone taking advantage of an unsuspecting shopper, and the thief managed to get away without being caught on the spot. At the restaurant. Vacaville PD shared a video showing a man reaching into a woman's purse at a restaurant and stealing her wallet. The thief quickly grabbed the wallet without the woman noticing, making off with her belongings before anyone could stop him. Car robbery. A homeowner in Modesto caught a thief on her security camera stealing from her car parked outside. The thief took a wallet, a checkbook, and even a baby security blanket. The footage shows the suspect casually walking up to the car, rummaging through it, and grabbing the items before quickly walking away. The homeowner was shocked to find out what was taken, especially the baby blanket. It's unclear if the thief knew the car belonged to the homeowner, but the security footage is helping the police in their investigation. Guilty. An 18-year-old man, Hardy Gabriel, was found guilty of second-degree robbery after he snatched a 73-year-old woman's purse. The incident happened on May 11th near North Kookwai Street, and surveillance footage captured Gabriel ripping the purse off the woman's shoulder by breaking the strap. After stealing the purse, he jumped into a getaway car and fled the scene. Gabriel was convicted on Thursday and will be sentenced on April 20th. He could face up to 10 years in prison for the crime. The prosecutor's office called it a Class B felony, and the footage was crucial in securing the conviction. Apple thief. Police released video footage of 5 men, all wearing hoodies, stealing $29,000 worth of iPads and iPhones from the South Coast Plaza Mall in Orange County. The suspects were caught on camera snatching the devices before briefly interacting with an off-duty officer. After the encounter, they quickly fled the scene. The police are now investigating the theft, and it's clear that the men acted quickly and confidently to make off with the expensive items. The stolen devices were valued at a significant amount, and the police are working to track down the suspects involved. Smart thief. A bold thief got caught on live TV stealing a man's bag while on a beach in Barcelona. The whole thing was captured on camera, which gave police a clear view of the suspect. Thanks to the footage, they were able to track the guy down pretty quickly after the theft. The thief probably didn't expect to be caught so easily, especially with so many people watching, but the footage made it easy for police to identify him and make an arrest. It's a pretty embarrassing mistake for the thief, but a win for the police and the victim. Gang versus tourists. A gang in London who stole a $100,000 watch from a group of US tourists in a bold street robbery has been sentenced. The thieves used a stolen car during the heist, but it ended up being their biggest mistake. The car had a visible parking sticker, which helped police track it down and figure out where it was taken from. That clue led them straight to the gang. Thanks to the car's details, the police were able to catch the robbers and put an end to their crime spree. The tourists got their watch back, and the gang now faces time behind bars. What was your favorite footage? Comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Goodbye.